Hello and welcome to Friday. So, we got some talking, some explaining to do. Well, we got the PS2 out. Now, I talked about this not too long ago. Yesterday was the Vitas, and now today we're dealing with the PS2. But I got this network adapter, which you can kind of see on the PS2, and I got this memory card. I also ended up getting this, which is a adapter for Bluetooth controllers that allows me to use any controller that I want that has Bluetooth on the PlayStation 2. But the thing is, PlayStation 2 is kind of fun, right? So I'm going to remove this memory card for a bit and just see what happens if I do this. Now, I burned this... Okay, that's loud. Volume down. Now let's see what happens if I just Okay, well first off, let's make this... Yep, the controller's connected. Look at that. So we just click reset. Let's see what happens when it boots up. Hopefully something, because I haven't tested this. Maybe. Please? Something. There we go. Look at that. We got homebrew going on. So this is the installer for FreeMcBoot or FreeMcBoot. Don't know the proper terminology, but this is PlayStation 2 homebrew. It allows you to just install homebrew on your how do we go back? On your PlayStation 2. So you can just, go through this. I forget what the options were, but you can look it up, right? So you just go through this menu and you can install this on a memory card. And if you remember, I bought this memory card. It just had garbage on it. So with this installed, and you load the the homebrew on the memory card, you just reboot the PS2. Well, once it's installed and everything, right? But gonna give it some time. There we go. FreeMcBoot or FreeMcBoot, whatever you want to call it, whatever the proper name is. Got to turn the controller on once more. There we go. And if only. There we go. Oh no, it loaded the DVD. So one more time. Hopefully it doesn't load the DVD this time. But with PS2 Homebrew, I can do a ton of things with this now. If you remember, we got the network adapter, and we can install a hard drive in here. We can do a ton of things. And here's FreeMcBoot. So, again, I need to turn the controller on. This is the problem with these controllers. They just turn off. But we can do a ton of things, right? So, it's just normal settings. But, I have no idea what this is. Let's find out. It might be the same exact menu I was just in. Yep, it was. Okay. Let's see. Can I remember how to get back? If I go here, and then we go to here, and this. Nope. No. How do I do this? Anyway, select this exit. I'm just gonna reboot it again one more time. Anyway, it's much more capable. I can plug a network cable into this and actually have modern networking. The big thing is that, FreeMcBoot configurator. Let's find out what I can configure. I want XD, okay. Turns out I can do a bunch of things. Let's exit. And the big thing would be if it loads one more time, please. There we go. So it's the Open PS2 loader. And this allows me to essentially just take my PS2 collection that's been sitting in the room for years and years, just kind of being unused, and just toss some games onto a hard drive, which I can install with this. The thing is, I need to swap out the connection for the hard drive, and I might buy a hard drive and do that. But I can also do it through the network, and that's something that I might learn to tackle tomorrow, because I have tons of network shares set up across the house, and it should be as simple as just trying to figure out why it's taking so long to load, because it doesn't take this long time. Maybe because the network cable's unplugged. Oh, there we go. Yeah, no network connection. But you know, I can do tons and tons of things here. Like if I press circle, here's where a list of games would appear on the hard drive or on a flash drive. I could put a flash drive in here, or I could just again boot it over the network, which is crazy to me. I can have a PlayStation 2 just play games off my network storage, which is insane because that's ridiculous. So I'm gonna try experimenting with that tomorrow, and we'll see how far we get. But that's gonna be a lot of fun, and it might be a little bit of a headache, but we'll see how it goes. First, I gotta rip a PS2 game, so we'll see which game is gonna be that lucky contender. But for now, that's what we're gonna call it for today. Thank you all for watching. I hope to see you tomorrow. And until then, later.